If you have ever left a conversation and wish you had said something, you're not alone. I'm still figuring this out too. I would describe the feeling or the situation as you talking to someone, feeling uncomfortable, but you just kind of smile and nod, maybe do a little laughing buffer, because being something other than nice or welcoming just doesn't occur to you in the moment. So if you resonate with any of that, I just wanted to share some things that I've been doing to get myself to start speaking up more. For someone that has a bit of social anxiety, some people-pleasing tendencies, and a fear of confrontation overall. The first thing that I think is really helpful is to surround yourself with supportive people. This makes it a really easy way to start speaking up for yourself because you know you're with people that make you feel safe enough to do so. Having mad public speaking anxiety, which I think is a separate topic in itself. Let me know if you'd want a video on that. As soon as I got into my counseling program, I was like, okay, these are my people. I can speak my mind here, it's safe. Which I'd never had that feeling compared to like working in tech corporate or in the Army Reserve units that I've been in. So yeah, find yourself some people that you feel safe enough to speak your mind and start there. And don't forget to give yourself credit for being able to speak up in these situations. It might seem small to start, but you gotta start somewhere, right? Another thing I like to do is remember that I'm not doing myself any favors by keeping quiet. No one is a mind reader. No one will know what your wants and needs are or what your opinions are unless you voice them. A silly example I have here, birthday dinner, had sushi, and I usually like to go for the interesting choice. And it typically backfires, which it did in this scenario. And the waitress comes over and asks us how we like the food. And I generally will always say I like it or that it's great, even if it's not. Just because people pleasing again. But this time I said, oh, you know, this was kind of a bit adventurous for us. If you've ever been in the same situation, maybe you think that you don't want to offend anyone, you don't want to cause trouble for anyone, but I think the worst that can happen is them saying, oh, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy your food. And the best thing that can happen is they'll come and give you something new. You never know until you say something. And honestly, like, you can't please everyone. It's so impossible to. So if you're gonna please anyone, you might as well please yourself. Another thing I like to do is try to make a plan of what I'm gonna say if I know I'm gonna confront someone, especially if I feel like this might be a recurring issue and I just want to, or it has been a recurring issue, just kind of nip it in the bud. I think this is especially helpful if you're an overthinker like I am. So whenever I have a public speaking thing, a presentation, if I'm gonna have, which that's separate, but if I'm gonna confront someone, I almost completely memorize what I'm gonna say word for word. So that way I don't get nervous about tripping up on my words or going off on tangents or not seeming as clear about what I'm trying to say. But then I also think that it's very important to recognize when speaking up is worth it or not. So if you feel like speaking up is gonna cause you more stress and more headache than if you were to just not say anything, like if that social anxiety or that people-pleasing tendency is just so strong with that situation, it's okay to sit things out sometimes. I think this is a common example for women, at least from what I've seen on the interwebs, comparing it to the example that I'll give you here in a second, but women will just kind of more commonly be nice in situations that they're uncomfortable with because they feel like that's the safest option. And I personally feel like speaking up in every single situation where you feel like you should speak your needs would just be exhausting. Picking your battles, so to speak, right? That's just how I feel about it. That's just me personally. So tying into that story that I mentioned earlier, I posted a short about an interaction with someone at my gym. So basically this older guy was trying to recruit me into his life coach program, which was really cool. I didn't mind hearing what he had to say. I'm always open to learning about different opportunities, even if it seemed a little far-fetched at first glance, but that interaction made me uncomfortable. And I thought that maybe I could have been more clear with my boundaries of needing a bit more personal space, of not wanting him to talk to me for so long since I'm at the gym, I'm there to work out, and also the fact that he kept cutting me off, which so far I've only been comfortable with telling like really close people that they're cutting me off. But anyways, like, I came back from that situation and I was like hard on myself. I'm like, why didn't I say anything? Come on, girl, you're 32 years old. You're a grown-ass woman. You should be able to speak your mind by now. But I think as cultural things, the way I grew up, the fact that the world is kind of a scary place, I am who I am. I'm gonna love and accept me for who I am at this very moment in time, but also recognize that there are things that I want to and can work towards. It's a balancing act, right? Self-acceptance, self-improvement. But anyways, with this situation, I'm gonna make a plan for what I'm gonna say if I see this guy again, which is likely since we go to the same gym. And that plan is to decline respectfully and take bigger steps back to signal I need more space. Last time I was just like slowly inching backward because I didn't want to offend the guy, but I'm just like, what does his opinion matter to me? It doesn't. I don't gotta please everyone, just me and the people that matter to me, the people that matter to you and yourself. So all in all, you don't have to confront everything, but when you do speak up, even if it's just a little bit, I don't know why I did this, a little bit, in certain situations that you feel more comfortable in doing so, every little bit matters. Give yourself credit. You're doing great. You're only human. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, so let me know what you think. If you've ever been in these situations, how you combat social anxiety, but still wanting to speak up for yourself. Would love to know what you like to do to get yourself out of the overthinking mind in these situations. If you have social anxiety, people-pleasing tendencies, afraid of confrontation, you know, all those good things. I'm probably guessing you do since you clicked on this video. I hope the mic was on. Okay, cool. It's on. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.